Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to address the market. Today, we had a massive sell-off, and I'm going to be sharing with y'all where the market could move on throughout this entire week. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all some stocks that y'all should definitely keep on your radar, all right? Now, before we begin, again, don't forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat. All right. So today, right out the gates, there was a huge sell-off right there, as y'all can see. It was kind of, I don't want to say it was, it was bound to happen, and the reason why is because of this. If we take a look at, we're just gonna go look at the VIX, right? And again, for those of y'all who don't know what the VIX is, the VIX measures volatility. It measures fear in the market, right? So when there's a lot of panic and fear, the VIX rises, and when there is nice smooth uptrends on all of the indices and everything is going fine, then the VIX kind of have a fade on the daily chart. But what I really want to show y'all is the daily chart. Actually, no, not the daily, the 4 hour chart. Yeah, there it is. All right, so why did we have such an aggressive sell-off right out the gates? If you look closely, again, that reverse head and shoulders is still on the chart. I thought it would be just with this shoulder, but instead, we got all the way down to like $25. As y'all can see, we got that left shoulder right here. You got the massive head, and then the right shoulder, and then the gap up. And then as soon as it gapped up, it had a little red to green move, which translates with the SPY as a green to red move, right? And it held throughout the entire day. It held that $26 level, and right now it's looking like we're going to sell off again. There's a lot of room up here. I thought we will do so a few days ago, but the market decided to form another structure, which kind of led to this move right there, right? I thought we were going to run um in during this time period right here, but instead they kept dragging it out, and I think now might be the time that it actually goes. If you look at the, let's address the NASDAQ. All right, now an update on the NASDAQ. I drew the falling wedge on there for y'all last week. It's been on there. I told y'all about how sus this breakout was because of the way it actually got out. Because of the intensity, the volume isn't really there, right? So this disappointment right here, the way it kind of rolled over, it's not looking good. And worst case scenario, well, I should say best case scenario for bulls is that we just drop right here to retest, right, before rebounds. All right, which I think is the most likely option. Worst case scenario is that we don't only retest, but we also break right through and we go all the way down to like all the way below 11,200. Worst case scenario. So this is something that I am looking for the short term. I think it may happen. All right, even if we remove, let's just remove everything. There you go. That way we can have a cleaner chart. It could happen. It could. We got that level of resistance right here. It rejected that 12,200 level, right? So the longer it just keeps cooking here, the more likely it is to actually break down. Either like it may break down here, right there, or it can keep cooking and then break down later this month right here, right? But as of this week and as of tomorrow, I think we drop to at least 11,500. I think we do. And then will we bounce into Wednesday? Maybe. All right. There's also the CPI data that's gonna be announced this week. So, and I think the expectation is really high. But what I am anticipating, I think that we might see a small drop in the inflation number, and then the Wednesday and Thursday might be really bullish. I think we'll see how the overall market looks. Let's give it some time. Let's wait until Wednesday. All right. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm gonna make another video to update you on how it looks. But we'll see. So just remain patient. But as of tomorrow, I definitely think we drop. I think we do. Right now, some stocks that you should be keeping in your watch list, which would kind of tie things together for those of you who may be new to the markets. We're going to look at AMD. All right. Now AMD is on a gradual downtrend, along with the overall markets, and I think that it's going to continue even lower. Way back then, for those of you who have been watching the channel, right? There was this bear flag right here on the chart. It broke down, right? Dropped, and then what it did next is it pretty much broke below previous levels of support. It breaks down right here, and then it goes and retests it again right here, and then a falls breaks through the previous low, and then does the same thing again, right? So as you can see, on Friday, AMD hit that resistance of $80, and then it rejected today, and it doesn't look too good for the next few days. I think it's going to drop even further. I definitely think so. Again, which kind of like aligns with the overall market, and where could the next drop could take us? I think, I think to be, I think it can get to at least $69, maybe even $65. I think it can do it. I definitely think so. Watch it for a drop and for a break of this previous level, just like it has done so in the past. Until the trend changes, my opinions is going to stay the same until it magically does something like this and stays out here. Then we can have a different conversation, right? But for now, it's doing exactly what it has done before, right here, and right here. All right, so that's my thoughts on it. Another stock that I want to address in today's video, it's TTD. All right, now TTD, this one also got rejected as well. If you look closely right here, there is a long term, well, not that long term, it's only like what, a month, maybe a month and a half long trend, bearish trend that got rejected right there. All right, now the next level to hit is the previous level of resistance, well, the previous level of support, I would say, right there at $40. And I think that it can get there tomorrow, right? And then again, this kind of like aligns with what I was saying with the CPI data, where the expectation is like super terrible, like really horrifying. But I think that there will be a plot twist. I think that I think the inflation, the last inflation number was 8.7%. So this one might be at, I would say, I'm sure the expectation would be at 9%. I would assume. So I think that they're gonna come out and say that the inflation number will be at exactly 8.4%, maybe 8.3%. And then the market will go crazy and there'll be a lot of buy-in just for that specific day, I think. All right, we'll see what happens. But that's just in the back of my mind. It's just an idea. We'll see what happens. But for tomorrow, watch TTD for a drop all the way down to like these levels. All right, so that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. Quick updates on a stock that I've mentioned on Thursday, LULU. Now, something that is quite vicious and mean with bull flags is that it can do these things. It's very nasty when it occurs. It's very annoying, right? First, it plays out well from the first day to the second day, and then obviously other factors should be taken into consideration, like where the market is, like the SPY and the NASDAQ, and levels of resistance and the volume, right? So it was looking quite good. The day after I released that video, it opened lower, yes, but there was a day trading opportunity to the long side from 288 all the way up to 294, right? So day traders, hopefully you made some money on it, but after that, just the way it gapped down, this is just nasty. It's going to go down even further, I think, especially after what I just told you with my explanation, right? This one failed. It's no longer, it no longer looks like a clean flag break that's behaving well, that's staying up here, right, until 310. It doesn't look like it anymore. And I think there'll be more downside to 270 before it starts to go sideways. We took a trade on Costco. We took a trade on Costco because it was looking like that. Right? It had an ascending triangle on there. I saw it, I liked it, right? But this morning when I saw the VIX and I saw the way like I knew there was gonna be an aggressive sell-off at the open. Like I was very cautious about that. And as soon as I realized that Costco was about to follow the market, and this is what I mean. Let's go on here, right? Let's look at Costco. So we got the pattern on there. So we're gonna look at the 1 minute because that's what I was looking at, right? So it popped up really, really quick. And then as soon as I saw this right here, this hammer followed by this giant candle right there, I was out of there. This is when I knew that it was just going to follow the market, and there will be little to no gains to be made on this one. So I immediately left those calls alone, and the stock just kept going downwards. All right, so where is this one going to go? I think it's just going to stay flat, maybe even go a little bit lower. All right, even though the structure was there and it was clean, if you take into consideration everything else, right? Then you kind of have a different perspective. Again, everything that I explain in this video contributes to the decision that I've made with this specific trade. All right, so that's pretty much the updates and my thoughts on all of these stocks, and I want to share with all of y'all, right? And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, we'll have some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks for setting up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul and Guma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.